Okay. Look, I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm gonna get right to it. The play next year is Europe. That's your path to the NBA.
That's, wait, you're not kidding. Europe?
Mm-hmm.
No. The play is college. It's always been college.
Plans change, MP.
No, I did everything. Everything I was supposed to. I'm ranked. I have scholarships. Why are we changing the plan now?
Listen. You did an amazing job these past few months. But the problem is that you came into the game too late. You have too much ground to make up for, and you can't do that in college, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Kelly. I'm starting to wonder if you should be my agent.
All right. Can I make my case?
The floor is all yours.
Okay. You can answer questions in Europe that you can't answer in college. Questions that NBA GMs need answers to if they're going to draft you. And most importantly, you can answer them next year. College is at minimum a 2-year plan. You've got too many established players ahead of you to hit as a freshman, and every year you don't get drafted, your odds of getting drafted plummet.
Okay. I want to see what you see. So, walk me through it.
The biggest question facing 80% of players entering the draft is whether they have an NBA body. You go to Europe, play against grown men, you've answered that question.
Still not seeing it. What else you got?
You can prove you don't have character issues.
Man, I was late to one game.
And got suspended for the biggest game of the only season you have played in competitive club league ball. It's not fair, but it's out there. You go to Europe, you can prove that you play with a professional work ethic, and now you've answered another question, a big one.
Okay. So I'm behind. How do I make up all this ground?
In Europe, you'll devote every waking minute to basketball while your peers are back home sweating out midterms. That's a huge advantage. And not for nothing, but the salary in Europe is way better than any NIL you're
The
getting.
only money I care about is the NBA money. I'm not trying to fumble that bag because the NIL isn't good enough.
I make a percentage of your salary, MP. I'd be a fool to do anything that jeopardizes your NBA career.
That's a good point. I have nothing.
Look, we live in a world with Wemby, Luka, and Giannis. Scouts know how to evaluate what you're doing overseas. And by the way, you wouldn't be the first American to do this either. Ask LaMelo if he regrets skipping college.
Do I have any offers?
2 of them. I wouldn't bring this to you on a whim. The first one is from Basket Madrid in the Spanish National Champions League, the most competitive league in Europe. If you thrive over there, you are guaranteed to get drafted.
Okay, so what's the other one?
Paris FC Basket in the French Basketball Super League. They got a lot of first-round prospects this year. Outplaying them will cement your spot on any GM's draft board.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like how those sound.
Plus, I'm hiring a professional videographer to chronicle it all, so GMs will see everything you do. Look, I know it's not what you pictured, but if you're honest with yourself, I think you'll know it's the right move.
When you're saying all of that, it makes sense in my mind. But, not gonna lie, it doesn't feel great.
Well, it'll feel a lot better when you hear your name called on draft night.
okay? Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. I just hope you know what you're talking about, Mr. Kelly.
Well, what's it going to be? France or Spain?
Let's see. Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to you live from France. And this is the very first episode of Out of Bounds, the web series that takes you behind the scenes of my basketball journey. And helping me film these videos is my main man, Xander Jones, our in-house filmmaker. Xander, come talk to the people.
Hey, I'm Xander. I'll be helping out MP with his social media content.
All right, get out of here. But Xander, you got any questions for your boy?
Yeah, how are you adjusting to life in France so far?
Woo, man, listen, I just got here yesterday. So I've basically unpacked my clothes, and that's it.
That's fair. When did you start hooping?
I'm actually about to head to the gym for my first practice with Paris FC Basket. I'm gonna meet my teammates, my coaches, and I'm just really looking forward to it all.
All right, after you settle in, what are you looking forward to the most about living in France?
I know it, but whatever. The food. My dad's an amazing chef, and he gave me this whole list of stuff I gotta try.
All right, well, what's on it?
Man, this thing is in categories, bro. I barely know how to say this stuff, but we got beef bourguignon, coq au vin, ratatouille, and cassoulet. He's got like 75 cheeses on the list and all kinds of breads.
Man, that sounds like a serious list.
Oh yeah, my dad does not play when it comes to his food. But that all comes later, because I came here to prove myself against the best NBA prospects in France, and everything takes a backseat to that goal.
Bet that. Sounds like you're in for some exciting times out here.
And you're all along for the ride with me, so can't wait. Are we done? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when I think we have enough, I'll give you a cut signal. I'll just straight up say we're good.
Oh, right. You said that before. My bad.
Nah, bro, look, don't sweat it. You know, you're doing great, bro. Your personality is really coming through, and that's what's gonna hook people. They'll come for the basketball, but they want to get to know you, as a person. So,
luckily, I'm a yapper, so.
I could definitely see that. You got any plans for after practice?
Rest and recovery, really. I got my first game coming up in a couple of days, so I'm like, I gotta be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And go! Let's move! Let's move! Full speed! Full speed! Come on! Let's go!
I got Bucky that time.
Cheaters never win.
No, I got him. Hey, is all the practices this intense?
The first part, yes. Then we do more plays and things of that nature. Then more conditioning. Then more plays. It keeps going on and on like this.
Man, I gotta tell you something. Back home, captains usually come a bit more serious, but I like you. You're funny.
This is not a joke. We have to have peak fitness to compete. Like football.
Let's huddle
Yeah,
up! Let's go! Let's go!
I understand.
This is professional life. We make practice difficult so that the games are easy.
Fourth quarter's winning time, boys. but it's also when you're the most exhausted. To win, we gotta be the fittest team on the court. All right, so we're gonna do a scrimmage that simulates late game exhaustion. Short shot clock, full court, all out hustle. I want you moving faster than Busta Rhymes raps, all right? Let's go, let's go!
Hey, Cap, does Coach know Busta Rhymes or something?
No.
Weird.
Hey, see? Ball don't lie around here. Come around. Take that! Hey, hey! Come on, baby, right, right. Kick it out. Watch the screen. Get it back. Put it back. That was key. Conditioning is not optional, people. All right? Okay. We're going to work on sideline out-of-bounds plays, a staple of late-game offense. These have to be executed to perfection to be successful, which is especially hard when you're tired. First play is called Cypress. What we're trying to do is spring Pierre for a three, and there are 3 members of Cypress Hill, so that should be easy to remember. Insane in the membrane. Anyone?
Insane in the brain.
Bogey gets it. See? He gets it. All right. What we're trying to do is get Pierre an open look for a corner 3. And P, you got to set a hard screen. If your man blows past you, we're cooked. Got it?
Oui, Coach. I got you.
You got it? Okay, good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Move it. Move it, MP. Get to your spot now. Come on. Play tough. Play tough. Ah, God. You're not in high school anymore, MP! You gotta play tough here. Let's go! Bang that! Bang that!
Cap, was that dude raised by a pack of wolves?
What do you mean by this?
I mean, it feels like a pack of animals just ran through me.
He's a good guy to have on your side. Doesn't talk much, but loyal.
To you, maybe.
We need to know these plays backwards and forwards, MP. You're not Dr. Dre. We're not gonna wait 16 years for you to release Compton.
What you mean, Coach?
You need to move quickly, without hesitation, like Lil Wayne releasing his mixtapes at his peak.
Better.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
Coach Graves makes confusing hip-hop metaphors from 30 years ago.
Does he know that, though?
I don't think so.
Let's line them up!
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay, we're taking on Nanterre. I hope I said that right. But, it's led by Benoit Lambert, a projected second rounder. He's a stretch big who can knock it down from outside.
I feel you. All right, well, obviously you're looking to win this game, but as someone with an eye on the NBA draft, how does that affect your approach?
My approach never changes. I compete as hard as I can and I play to win. But when you go up against another draft prospect, you have an opportunity. You know, you gotta give the scouts a one-to-one comparison. So, if I'm outplaying this guy on the same court, in the same game, and he's projected to go second round, what does that make me?
Makes sense. How has practice been so far?
Tough. These guys really get after it in scrimmages, but it's gonna make me a complete player. Someone any NBA team could use.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think we got what we need.
Nice. Look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, but bro, these practices are killing me. Oh, God, these Euro dudes, I don't get it. They love to hack, and somehow the conditioning programs are even crazier.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you do look a little rough. You feeling all right?
I'm a little beat up, to be honest with you, and I'm extremely sore, but I gotta find a way to push through it.
Yes, sir. It's just an adjustment. You be all right.
Yeah, just, you know, this kind of stuff, just make sure we keep it off of socials, all right?
No, of course, man. We in this together. We only gonna show the world what you want them to see.
Yeah, that's good.
What's
Xander,
up?
I need help up.
I got you.
Yep.
Oh! Yes, sir.
Gosh.
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris, casting its reflection on the River Seine. Welcome everyone to 2K's coverage of the FBSL. For 2K Sports, I'm Blake Suniga with Brian Banafiteni and Tim Swartz. We have a fun one for you tonight. It's Paris FC Basket hosting Nanterre Elite. Some great young talent on these teams.
And the name to watch tonight for Nanterre is Benoit Lambert. He's long been regarded as one of the up-and-coming French talents, and he'll look to leave his mark here tonight.
And the Paris has their own prospect making his debut. MP comes in from the U.S., and we'll get to see him in action.
And a bit of a strange path for MP to come over to France, but he'll have plenty of chances to show what he can do, as Nanterre is a sound basketball team.
A lot of great talent on the floor in this one. The big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Marchand with it. Out to the left wing. Pass to Marks. Marchand outside. Lambert. Shot clock at 5. Chauvet with it. Guarded by Zadirko. And Chauvet missing. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Now here's Chauvet. Peltier outside. About a minute into this first quarter. Marchand outside. That one drops for him. And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm real interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. And his agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
And Nanterre lead with possession. Marks, covered by MP. Back to Marks. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Good to see Marks being active inside. He's so skilled at converting when he gets those chances.
Ahern outside. Screened by Elich. Ahern no good. Pass to Marks. To the middle. Chauvet. And he gets the bucket.
Unafraid to get into the lane and challenge that defense, Gabriel Chauvet.
And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Now here's Ahern. And here's MP from the arc. And it's Peltier with the rebound. Now here's Lambert. He's covered closely. Marchand. Back to Lambert. Pass to Peltier. And the shot is good.
That's a nice job getting it done inside by Peltier. You know, I'd like to see a little more of that from him.
Harris trailing. MP outside. Looking to end the run. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
There's the triple. Ahern no good. Marchand outside. Offline with the 3. And here's Paris. 6-point game. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Both teams will make substitutions.
One shot.
One shot.
Well, something that's interesting, you kind of think about is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Here's Chevalier. From downtown. A rebound by Vasseur. Now Paris FC basket with it. They trail by 3. That one falls.
Hard to stop, guys. He possesses a ton of matchup problems for anyone.
Here's Bleu, covered by Portier. And once again off the mark by Nanterre.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
Nanterre lead out in front.
They're up by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter here in Paris. Pass to MP.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played.
Back to Ahern.
Clock at 6 for 3.
And another miss by Paris. And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Now here's Chauvet.
From about 19 feet, and that one good.
Well, the defense cannot afford to take Chauvet lightly because he's got the confidence to take and make these kind of shots.
MP with it. Chauvet covering. Here's Illich.
It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Found the soft spot in the D right there.
Nanterre trailing. Pass to Bleu. Here's Gerard. Lambert. Vasseur defending. Lambert can't get it to go. Here's Paris. Here's Portier.
Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Listen, okay, Portier is tall for a point guard, which allows him to fight through contact and finish those tough shots.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Now here's MP.
He has 5. Good on the bucket.
Athletic play from MP inside, getting around the traffic and finding a shot.
And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Pass to Bleu.
Here's the 3.
Harris grabs the miss. MP outside.
Yep, that one goes.
And here's Peltier. Here's Bleu.
To the inside.
Stolen by Illich. Here's Portier. Yes, and a nice assist from Illich.
Well, a bigger lead guard, Portier can have success down low for this Paris ball club.
Peltier outside. Nanterre lead again can't hit. And now Paris on the break. MP, it's good.
What a smooth finish.
And that's why they always love seeing him on the end of those breaks.
When you have hops like that, you can finish a break.
Outside Chauvet. Pass to Peltier.
To stop the run. Jacks up a 3. That shot off. And so that's the end of the first half.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 13. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. One thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
Now here's Ahern. Pass to Dumont.
Just 5 to shoot. The three.
And it's Nanterre with the rebound.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage, but they can't count on him missing.
He's got to go right back to that shot.
That's rim protection at its finest. Elit's refusing to give up the easy basket.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
And this is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Well, yeah, you talk to MP, and he'll tell you it's been a great experience coming to Europe, playing at this level. He's worked really hard to continue to improve his skills while facing top competition. It's been a win-win.
Now here's Chauvet. Pass to Marks.
From past the arc. The rebound by Zadirko.
Here's Paris.
MP. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way, let him take over.
Outside Marks. Here's Lambert. And a great assist that time by Marks. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
And this is his third trip to the free throw line. And the free throw, no good.
Three-pointer Chauvet. And it's out of bounds. Nanterre able to retain possession here. On defense, Paris.
16-point lead.
Peltier outside.
A rebound by Zadirko.
Here's Paris. MP outside. Dumont. Back to MP. Dumont on the wing.
5 to shoot.
Back to MP.
Pass to Zadirko. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Here's Marchand.
They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Now Lambert.
Zadirko defending.
Lambert can't get it to go.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well have been. He affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly his defense that threw him off there.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Shot clock at 6.
Three-pointer Chauvet.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, out here in Europe, there are no shortage of sharpshooters. Chauvet showing off his long-range talent.
Now here's MP.
He's got 18. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Zadirko. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
Marks with the ball. He's covered by Ahern. Screen by Lambert. Marks no good. And here's Paris. Here's MP.
The layup missed.
His finishing ability, it leaves a lot to be desired. He needs to take it to the hoop with conviction.
No problems knocking that one down.
Man, Chauvet was just calling for that one. He was confident in that shot.
High post MP. Pass to Ahern.
That falls. Nice feed that time from MP.
Some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Leading by 17. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are and a new group getting ready for Nanterre.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
Outside Elich. Pass to Dumont. Ahern. Back to Dumont.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly.
Paris FC basket with another miss. Chauvet with it. Picked up by Ahern.
Shot from free throw range.
And Chauvet missing.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Outside Elich. Right side Dumont. Kept alive.
Zadirko. And he uses the glass on the way up.
Well, defensively, I mean, you got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Now here's Chauvet. Pass to Peltier. Now here's Marchand. Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet.
For Marchand, these high percentage looks are so valuable. He can confidently convert on them.
Inside. Here's Zadirko.
Excellent D there from Lambert.
To the paint. It's good. And with that basket, he is now 5 for 9.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him to the rim that well with a pass.
High post MP.
And can't cash in from close range.
Well defended, and he's not someone who handles that type of defensive pressure very well.
Kick out to Chauvet. Screen by Lambert.
Pulls up from the top of the key.
Chauvet, that's good. And here's Paris.
It's a 16-point game.
Right side Elich. Back to Ahern.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
Pass to Marks. Solid defense from Ahern. And it's Paris with the ball. MP outside.
From deep.
It's rebounded by Marks. And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team, they've been young, but I think they've turned some heads with how far along they are in their development.
A lot to like here from Paris. You know, the debut of MP gives their fan base hope for the season.
I'll be interested in how he develops over the year, because he can clearly be an impact player for Paris, and they could be a dangerous team as the season goes on.
And that about does it, folks. For Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us.
Look,
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris, casting its reflection on the River Seine. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer. And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one, but the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
The three-pointer is on target.
Stepping up and knocking the jumper down. Felix knows his mechanics inside and out.
Here in the first with a little over a minute played so far.
Now here's Marks.
D right on him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has acclaim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Yeah, well, we all know that Lambert can shoot it, but that length gives him a major advantage around the rim as well.
Here's MP. Here's Zadirko. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Marks for three. It's hauled in by Paris. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Altier with the steal.
2 on none, no one back to stop it.
Lambert's shot is good.
He's got so many tricks in his bag, he will find a way to hurt you.
MP, Chauvet covering. Pass to Ahern. Elich. Here's Dumont.
4 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
Nice sharp drive by Dumont. He's much more effective when he's cutting and moving.
Outside Marks. Marchand. Lambert.
Zadirko defending. Lambert can't get it to go. And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm real interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Vermont, no good. Nanterre trailing. Here's Chauvet. And Elich pulls it down. And it's Paris with the ball. Great D that time from Marchand. Nanterre with the ball. Outside Marks. Here's Lambert. And a great assist that time by Marks.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
And it's good for two.
And Nanterre has possession.
From deep three-point range, 1/4 in the books, and it's been a close one.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They're up by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter. Paris FC basket, call time.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play.
MP outside.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. And it's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
First free throw is good.
Think about the journey for MP to get here. In high school, wasn't really scouted. Moved around the States. Now, he's playing serious basketball in Europe.
And Nanterre has possession.
4-point game.
Pass to Durand. Girard. Here's Durand, guarded by Dumont. Screened by Lambert. Durand.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Left side Dumont. MP outside. Rebound by Girard.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
MP with it. Outside Dumont. Ahern.
Clock is at 3. Here's MP for 3.
And Lambert pulls it down. And Nanterre lead with possession.
Trailing by 2.
Pass to Girard.
And he's going for the alley-oop.
It's stolen by Ahern. And now Paris on the break. Here's MP.
Good on the shot.
Nice work by MP, supporting the play, making himself the good option to finish the fast break.
Here's Beaumarchais. Covered by MP. Pass to Beaumarchais.
Good on the three-point shot.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he'll knock down an open shot like that.
Now here's MP.
Defense is right there, and that one drops for him.
Well, that's a late reaction for the defense. He's always going to convert that.
Pass to Bleu. Beaumarchais, covered by MP.
13 feet out, and good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
To the paint.
It's good. The assist that time from Vasseur.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
Pass to Bleu.
The three.
It's hauled in by Ledoux. It's Paris leading. MP right side. Now here's Ahern.
He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 5 on the clock.
Here's MP. Again, it's Paris.
That's 2 for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
To the middle.
Here's Beaumarchais.
And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. But one thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French league is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Now here's Illich. Here's Dumont.
And he makes good on the layup.
I like the energy here in the third, trying to take control of this game.
Absolutely, and this is the time to do it. A critical point in the ball game right here.
Yeah, set yourself up for that final frame.
Pass to Marks. Good, and Marchand gets the assist.
Knocking it down from outside. Great work by Marks, stretching out the floor.
Here's MP.
The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Marks picks one up.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And Nanterre making a change here.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played.
Marchand outside. Girard. Pass to Lambert.
The rebound by Zadirko.
And it's Paris with the ball.
7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And it's good. 2 points.
And Bogey Illich might not be the player he once was, but he can still be a factor.
When the burst he used to have is replaced by his leadership on the floor. Much like his twin brother Lazar, who plays for Madrid, Illich is a guy who has found success throughout the years and knows how to win.
Now here's Illich.
He's got 5.
Pass to MP. And here's Ahern.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And there it is.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
That's Peltier on the wing. Now Lambert.
Down low.
Chauvet, that's good.
Oh, Maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
MP outside. Dumont.
Clock at 6.
Back to MP. Chauvet with a defensive effort.
Over to the left wing. Fires from the corner.
It's hauled in by Paris. Here's Illich.
Here's Zadirko. And he banks in the layup.
Wow, Wow, Zadirko with 3 key words. Get off me.
And stolen by MP.
Over to the wing.
Here's Marchand. And he drops in the layup off glass.
Very bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
MP outside.
Out to the right wing.
Ahern outside.
That 3 off the mark.
Nanterre trailing here. Pass to Chauvet. Peltier, guarded by Dumont. Peltier outside.
Shot clock at 6.
And it's Marchand getting it to go.
It's always nice to have a power forward who can shoot the 3. Marchand showing off his range.
Here's MP. Ahern. Outside Illich. Pass to Dumont. Takes the 3. And stolen by Chauvet. MP, it's good.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Marchand outside.
To the inside.
And there's the 3-second violation.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 7. We'll be right back to the action when we return.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The 2 teams are all set as we... Paris FC basket, call time. Ahern, Marks defending. Back to Ahern.
There's the 3.
And Lambert pulls it down. Marchand outside. Pass to Peltier.
Inside.
Lambert. The basket good off the assist from Peltier. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
It's good to see Ahern being assertive inside. He's got a good sense for when he wants to score.
Pass to Lambert.
Misses in close.
It's Paris leading.
Now Zadirko.
Guarded by Lambert. Outside Dumont.
Five to shoot. From deep.
Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Illich.
A 2-second chance points for Paris. Illich playing with the fire we've seen from him for years.
Pass to Lambert. It's hauled in by Paris. Now here's MP.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
And Nanterre has possession.
8-point game.
Here's Marchand.
And that shot falls short that time. To the inside.
And it's MP missing. And Nanterre Elite with possession. 3-pointer Chauvet. Pass to Marchand. Basket good off the assist from Lambert.
For Marchand, these high-percentage looks are so valuable. He can confidently convert on them.
Now here's MP. In for his 7th make in 13 attempts.
And they're getting that lead way up there right now. It should be easy for them the rest of the way.
Yeah, and at this late stage of a game, a lead like that has a team feeling awfully good.
And the other one bad.
Marks. He's covered by Ahern. Chauvet with it. MP's there. And he gets the bucket.
Unafraid to get into the lane and challenge that defense, Gabriel Chauvet.
And they go to the intentional foul. And Lambert is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And I like the call. I thought the D was still moving.
It looked like it, and he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Yeah, you really have to sell it on defense as well.
And that's an intentional foul. And they could more or less wrap it up right here.
This has been a very smart possession.
Sadirko outside. Pass to Elich. Now here's MP. Chauvet covering. 4 on the clock. They double team MP. Sadirko for a 3. Elich drills the 3-pointer.
How to defend this shot at Elich? I mean, this is a tall guy, especially for his position.
And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team, they'd be young.
MP, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
They play hard here in France, and everyone's a pro, so the level of competition is a lot better than in high school. But I got some great teammates and coaches, and they're helping me get up to speed.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning. I've made no secret that I want to play in the NBA, so I know that Benoit is a big-time prospect here, but I'm here to work on my game, become the best player I can be, and help my team get wins.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
Put a little something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean?
Same goes for your social videos.
Wait, I'm just being honest out there. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with the management. You even said that it was okay in the contract negotiations.
No, look, I'm not worried about management. I'm worried about your teammates. They might not like a constant reminder that you see them as a stepping stone.
But that's not true.
I know. But you've got a lot to gain if this team is successful. Paris doesn't have an automatic berth to the EBA championships, but playing well in that tournament would be huge for your draft stock.
No, yeah, you're right. I hear you, Austin, 100%.
Okay, good. Look, but other than that, you're doing an outstanding job, okay? You came here to outplay top prospects, and you're doing it. Nice work.
I appreciate that, Austin.
All right. Talk soon.
Yep.